Reagan-appointed judge rebukes Trump over free speech crackdown. A stunning rebuke to the Trump administration has come from a federal judge no one can dismiss as a partisan liberal or a far-left Democrat. He's Judge William G. Young, appointed by President Ronald Reagan, who last time I checked was a Republican, a conservative Republican during his reign. He's no longer with us. So the judge issued a 161-page opinion blasting the administration's deportation of pro-Palestinian student protesters. According to The Times and Politico, he ruled that non-citizens lawfully present in the United States, quote, have the same free speech rights as citizens. Let me say that again. He ruled that they have the same free speech rights as citizens. Judge Young described the crackdown as an effort to strike fear into protesters, calling ICE's use of masked agents disingenuous, squalid, and dishonorable, and likening it to tactics of the Ku Klux Klan. In one of the most scathing legal opinions of the Trump era, he labeled the president, quote, an ignorant bully and a threat to free speech and the republic writ large. Those are strong words. The decision underscores a critical point. Even judges appointed by Republicans decades ago are warning that attempts to silence dissent violate the Constitution's most basic protections. Okay, what's the real message here? Judge William Young ripped a new one into Trump and his administration. He said what they did, deporting people out of our country just because of their beliefs, what they've written or said, is an outrage. It's ignorant. It's an abomination. And no, you can't write this guy up as a far-left Democrat, a radical Democrat. He's a Republican who was appointed by Republican Ronald Reagan. Let's dig a little deeper here. I'm here to tell you, as a sensible, sane centrist, there are dumb ideas across the spectrum. There are people who disregard facts across the spectrum. But one of the things I don't see from Democrats who are in office, left of center officials who have some prominence in the media, is routinely saying anyone who doesn't agree with us is automatically a far-right extremist. It just doesn't happen. It really does not happen. Do they sometimes say a particular point of view does have traces with far-right ideology, or in fact, sure. But what we're seeing here happens again and again and again, where Republicans, conservatives, libertarians, those to the right of the center on the ideological perspective, are saying that this administration is doing something patently illegal, patently unconstitutional. And the first response, not only from Trump, not only from all of the members of the administration, but Sean Hannity, Fox News crowd, talk radio, right-wing pundits, everywhere, is they instantly just lie and say, well, the criticism is not valid because it's far-left radicals making the criticism. We're seeing that time and time again. And here we have a federal judge appointed by Ronald Reagan, who used to be someone that most people on Fox News said, that's the greatest guy ever. I mean, that's the patron saint to Ted Cruz. What, did he get married or engaged on Ronald Reagan's birthday? He used to love Ronald Reagan so much. So to say that William Young, we don't have to listen to his criticism because he's obviously a part of the far left, it's just lying. Now, it's very hard to have an argument with someone if they're willing to lie all the time. And if you point someone out as being a liar, then it can make you seem harsh and unfriendly and like you're a name calling. But there is a name for saying something that is patently not true based on facts. It's called being a liar. And here we have this 161-page opinion from this conservative Reagan-appointed judge, William G. Young, who just says what the Trump administration is doing is patently illegal. They're doing it to strike fear in protesters. It's disingenuous, squalid, and dishonorable. And the Trump is acting as an ignorant bully. Now, a lot of people have said this. And in fact, there have been people on the far left and liberals and Democrats and centrists who have said the president has acted like an ignorant bully in deporting people because they put in a blog post something critical about someone he liked. There are people who've made that case who are a part of the far left. But when you have people making a criticism against a president, any president, and people are making the same arguments who are on the far left, the center, right of center and to the right of center, at some point you have to say, this is pretty unanimous, other than people who are 100% in the tank partisans, the ones who would say, okay, if he shot someone on Fifth Avenue, we're still going to support it. At some point you lose all credibility if you're saying, nope, any criticism whatsoever of dear leader is automatically made by an extremist, and therefore we could just instantly disregard it, because that is the mantra we're seeing again and again and again in our culture.